Hi, I'm Dilbar Shatterson, and this is US Tzu Chi 360. Welcome back to our second episode in our two-part series on Indiana. While magic beans and sky-high beanstalks don't exactly exist, our team encountered the next best thing in Indianapolis. In a study called Gardening, an Equal Opportunity Joy, writer Pamela McKee relays that a garden can serve as a catalyst for social sharing and enrich the lives of each participant in a very special way. Moreover, it has the opportunity to provide a lot more than just produce and has the potential to be more than just a one-man show. In fact, this summer, the 360 team was introduced to the Burmese Community Center for Education's Nene Plo, who took us around to the different gardens he works on as part of the organization's farming project. The farmers are from the community, and the 2 half-acre plots they manage grow vegetables and herbs without the use of pesticides. The produce is then sold at an amazingly low price to the community, with all proceeds going to the organization. But when sales are so modest in comparison to the time, volunteer labor, and materials needed to care for the produce, we're forced to ask how and to who this effort is so enriching. To find our answers, let's go meet Nene and learn the secret to his magic beans.
Two weeks for each ultrasound. So we are here.
Okay.
My name is Nene Plo. I am the interpreter at Raphael Health Center.
Any health concerns with him?
And interpreter is my title, but I actually do interpreting, scheduling, and medical records. He said it has been for about 4 years.
I've been working with Nene since he first started working with us a few years ago. Our first interaction with Nene was actually, he was working with one of the refugee resettlement agencies, and he came and helped patients out. And that's how we learned of him, and we heard a lot of great things about him from the community. And so we actually sought him out to be an interpreter for us.
Any vomiting or diarrhea?
I think the Burmese patients here need some quality interpreting for them. And not only that I know them, I also have the same cultural background, the same political background, the same social background as them. This is not just a job. This is a way of contributing back to my community and also contribute back to my host community here. By working here, it makes things easier for the clinic to help the Burmese patients.
He's very great to work with. I think Nene is fantastic.
He's a local star to us. He seems to know everyone in the community. We enjoy every minute that he's here, and we wish he could be here every single day of the week. Okay, good.
Okay,
Okay. Go ahead and have a seat.
Our first American Baptist missionaries, Ann and Adoniram Judson, went to Burma. And this was over 200 years ago. Little did we know, over 200 years later, we would have our Burmese refugee friends literally living next door to our church down the block and becoming a part of our community.
Chris.
Brother Nene.
Long time no see. Brother Chris.
Nene Plo has been with the Burmese Community Center for Education from day one, and he's a tireless worker when it comes to the organic farm, the community needs, the educational needs, etc.
And you guys can take your iPod with the music.
We allow them to have space in our church, and we have an understanding, and we work with them in the way of supporting the refugee community. So it's kind of a joint venture.
This is the garden. The BCCE works on 3 plots, 1, 2, 3. The Burmese community have worked on this land for 3 years. This is the 3rd year. Hopefully this will work. At the BCCE, my official position is secretary. For the summer, when it is farming season, I am in charge of the organic farming project. Our organization is a not-for-profit organization, and whatever we do, even ourselves, we do on a volunteer base. I have a team leader that helps me with organizing volunteers.
My name is Jamie. I work with Nene in the BCCE farming project. In Burma, I slash and burn and farm the rice paddies, lowland farming, and other crops to support the family. I also had a small plot in my backyard where I grew and sowed vegetables for my family.
Some of the mustard greens, baby mustard greens, we started them about a week ago. In Burma, a lot of our people had to farm because we didn't have other choice. We farm. And we farm so much that it has become a tradition. And then wherever these people go and they see an empty land, they want to do something on that land.
I couldn't find jobs in the US because I have lower back problems that prevented me from standing for long periods of time. Usually the jobs I'm qualified requires long-standing hours. My community, the BCCE, and I have been working together for a long time. When I found out that the BCCE had a farming project, I was interested, and so I came and participated. And I also think it's good for myself. I organize my friends by calling them and saying, "Okay, let's go to the farm," and they will come and ride with Nini Plo to the garden.
Usually we come to the farm here once a week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. Now I stay at home. I take care of the children and do housework. When I have time, I go to the garden. I really want to go. I don't want to stay home.
I like coming out to the farm and do some workout. It gives me a chance to leave the house so I can physically exercise. And I feel good. I can harvest some produce and provide for my family. So I'm happy.
We can also harvest and benefit from this. And I also do this for a community organization, so this is also a way of my personal contribution back to the community. First, the produce go to the volunteers. They are the first people who will harvest, who will eat. We make sure that they get to eat what they grow. And when we have extra, we sell them back to the communities. There are a lot of families who cannot come to work for many reasons. We sell them at an affordable price so that they can also get quality produce, healthy produce, and organic produce. If we have more, produce, more extra produce, then we will take them to some local grocery stores run by owners from Burma. Lavi, mai. Lavi. So we owe some mustard greens to them, about 5 pounds, but we're out of mustard greens now. So we'll substitute with roselle. So I grew up basically in a refugee camp in Thailand, but I was born in Burma. I lived in Burma for 7 years until I fled to refugee camp due to civil war. One opportunity finally came. It was through the Burmese Refugee Scholarship Program and was administered by Indiana University. And with the scholarship program, I came to the United States in 2005. While I was in college, a friend and I, we started this program called Going Home Where We Belong. And basically what we did was we organized some college students or college graduates. And then we went back to Burma and then do some community works, basically tutoring and then also learn from them and share our experience. I went back several times, and, in the United States, we have been privileged living in the first world country, and life is very convenient here. But going back there and seeing your people suffering, seeing where you came from and how bad it was, sometimes it makes you feel that it's not quite fair. Why you get to experience these privileges while your own people, the people that you used to live together, people that you share backgrounds, are still suffering. To me, that only makes my commitment stronger. Whenever I can, I'll use this opportunity as a tool to help alleviate the hardships that our own people are facing right now. As human beings, we cannot live alone. We live with a community. We are interdependent on each other. And to make a community grow, to make a community stronger, you have to work with each other in the community. It's the desire to reconnect our community with our roots, where we came from. So, this strong feeling is what drives me to work on this farm and dedicate myself here. All for one!
By giving them a little taste of Burma, Nene has been instrumental in helping the recent immigrants from his community feel at home for both the young and young at heart. And what's more, young refugees are working hard to give back in their own way too. According to the Community College Consortium of Immigrant Education, only 27% of immigrant students aged 18 to 24 are likely to enroll in higher education. That's less than 1/3 of young immigrant students, and of course, when language is one of the major barriers, it makes the struggle to break free from that statistic all the more difficult. But of course, for young ladies like Shamo, a Burmese student we met in Indianapolis who consistently attended the Tzu Chi tutoring classes we featured in our last episode, has triumphed over those numbers and will be the first student from Tzu Chi's tutoring program to enter college. Let's go see how she takes the first steps toward a brighter future and helps the people around her in the process.
My name is Shamo. I am 23 years old. I am from Thailand. Now I live with my older brother, my sister-in-law, my niece and my nephew, with my mom. Before I came here, I have a lot of imagined America country were like New York City, shining the whole country. So when I come here and this is your house and your apartment, so I have no idea. So, oh no, it's very different from what I thought. In Thailand, we can build our house by ourselves. So we can build big as much as we can, better than here, because we have a lot of space to use. The bedbug is this. With the blood, that's why it's red or black.
You got bitten all the time?
Yeah, basically every night, but not last night, and because I'm lucky. I usually do my homework on my bed and I study. Sometimes I just slept with my paperwork. And when I woke up, oh, where's my paper? All around the bed. And I never study on the table because I don't have that much space. The white list is the Tzu Chi. My friend, they go to the Tzu Chi, so I collect them, so I make sure they're going. So I call them if they don't show up or come back. On Saturday morning, I go to the Tzu Chi tutoring and they help us with the map.
So I'm gonna get the computer, get it set up, and then we'll start.
a group of Burmese refugees have started resettling here in northern Indianapolis. About 75 to 90 families in total. Almost 4 years ago now, a tutoring program was started here in the Indianapolis Service Center. But eventually we learned that the problem wasn't just how to do these math problems, it's really understanding what the math questions were asking.
All right, so try to remember those. If you want to, it's a good time to just jot a few words down too if you would like, so that you remember.
At the same time, they would learn proper grammar in their journal writing, as well as being introduced new vocabulary words to help them express their thoughts.
Some of these students struggle a lot, obviously, because they don't have any English speaking skills, or they probably didn't go to school in Burma for very long.
As a person who speaks English as second language, I understand that feeling. So I can understand them and try to make the easiest way or use my own experience to teach them or to lead them.
To be able to get good communication, you have to understand the situation and communication.
Yeah, Shama was a very hard worker. Her English skills started off better than most because she was here earlier. She's very smart. She has a lot of potential in the future.
When the first group of students came to the tutoring session, Shama stood up as a kind of group leader. Almost every time we need help or in translation, we always ask her.
Yes.
You're not talking to.
So if it's a subject. Throughout the years, these last 4 years, she's been very attentive to her community needs as well, which is another impressive thing about her. Soon after getting tutoring herself, she's already helping others. She's helping her own peers with things that she just learned, which probably accounts for why she's learned so quickly herself, because she's teaching what she's learned.
Shama helps people like friends like me. She helps with English and everything. I'm very thankful to her. All the tutors are pretty smart. They inspire me to volunteer, to help people. I like them a lot and I learn lots of things from them. Without them, I don't know, am I here or not.
She is very filial piety to the father. She went to see her father almost every week, and she talked to me about her father. Sometimes he was crying,
My father be sick for a long time, so I have to take care of him, make sure he come back home every week, and let me go sign out for him. He always waiting for us to come. He always ready with his bag and look out from the window. The car comes, so he might be, oh, Shama coming, my daughter. There's my father also. I planning to study the nursing because of my father. Nursing kind of a God for me. Because of nurse, my father alive today. So if I am a nurse, I can help people such as they help my father. So I will make people, family happy like my family does. When I bring my father home, I do like a beauty supply for him. I'm going to cut his hair. He used to take care of me when I was young, and now it's my turn to pay back. I hope that I'll make his happy. This book is my favorite book because Mr. Dog Chan gave it to me. When I sad or I have a little bit pressure or stress, I read that. It helped me to feel better.
Shamo is our first Tzu Chi seed in a Burmese community. She expand her love and care to other people, not just her community.
How you doing? Good to see you. Shamo is very special because if we are curious about how another family is doing in their community, she's one of the first persons we'd ask because she networks very well and she knows a lot of the families because she wants to be, because she cares and she loves them deeply.
The door.
It's really nice to see because it spreads and she inspires others around her.
I read translation a lot. So most of the people, they came and they showed me the letter. If I have time, I love to help them. So I help them as much as I can. To come here, my dream is to get education.
2013 Tzu Chi Scholarship Award from graduate of North Central High School and
she was a scholarship winner this year. Tzu Chi only gave out 2 scholarships. We looked at her academic achievements. We looked at her essays that she's written. She wrote very well. She had very high recommendations from counselors and faculty.
I am the only one in my family who will have education. Learning from me is like breathing because learning is never end. If you have education, so you will be good to go in American. If I have education, I can help my family and my friend, and I can help myself, and I can live better life. The big thing is I can help everyone I want.
I don't see anything that will stop her or slow her down along the way.
Just like in her book by Master Zheng Yan, Xiao Mo mentioned to our team that she often reads Jingsa aphorisms and in them finds the inspiration and encouragement to continue not only her studies, but also help the people around her. In fact, there's a particular one that goes, "Born into this world, we are always with people. Hence, cultivation cannot be achieved in isolation." Those words could not be more appropriate for community stars like Nene Plo and Xiao Mo, who proactively look for new ways to help the people around them. In Indiana, it seems there are 2 goals at work. One, to provide immediate relief, and the second, to inspire the seeds of compassion, reminding us all that we should all spend a little more time in the garden. To the people and families we met in Indiana this summer, Debui and Deribana, I'm Dilbar Shatterson, and I'll see you next time.